John Fedro here with mobilehomeinvesting.net. Right now we're on our way to check out a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single-wide mobile home that must be moved. Now this was a lead I got from a mobile home mover. It's so important to know your local mobile home movers. Not just because you'll eventually move homes. It's not a question of if you'll move homes, it's a question of when. And you want to find out what they charge and what their price ranges are and what that includes and what that doesn't include and how nice they are and how busy they are. But also you want to let people know what you do. Let movers know, hey, if you ever come across a home that has to be moved, or if you buy it, I might want to buy it from you. Or if you know somebody that's selling one that has to be moved, tip me off. I'll buy it from that person and I'll use you, the mover, to move it. And I'll pay you for your services. So it's win-win. So definitely let people know that's what this lead was a tip-off of. It was a tip-off of a local mobile home mover. A seller had to sell their property, so the mover took the property for next to nothing, did a little bit of repairs, and now it's sitting at a local mobile home dealership. It's kind of like a local mobile home just dealer's lot where they sell mobile homes, but this mover must have negotiated a deal. Hey, can I put this mobile home on your lot while I try to fix it up and sell it? So I'm gonna go take a look at it. I wanna buy it, I wanna move it. My rule when it comes to moving mobile homes, I got a number of rules, and kind of the quick rule with the mobile home that has to be moved, I'm not afraid to buy a mobile home and move it. I will take that headache, but once it's all said and done, once the home is moved and set up in its new location, I don't wanna pay more total than I would have as if the home was already in that current location. That means all of the costs on the left-hand side of the screen that you're seeing have to add up to no more than $9,500, because a mobile home that I want to purchase in a park, for this example, it's a 1989 3.2 single wide. It's a mobile home I want to purchase already in a park. I don't want to typically pay more than this price for my specific area. Now, this isn't for around the country. This is for a very specific area in my location, but that's what I want to pay. So I need to make sure that all of my costs for a home that I have to move are going to be totally under $9,500. That means that I can't pay more than a couple thousand for the move, and I can't pay hardly anything for the home itself. If the home can stay where it is, I can pay up to $6,000 for it. But since the home has to be moved, when we have to move homes, we're typically being fairly ultra conservative in our prices that we can pay, because there's all those other hard costs you see. Yes, you're going to have to repair it. Yes, you're going to have to connect utilities. Yes, you're going to have to skirt it and put steps on, pull permits, deposits, other miscellaneous fees. The moving costs, we might be able to get compensated by the park, by a mover for some situation, but there are some parks that will help pay for a mobile home to have you move it in if you agree to keep the home there for a number of years. They'll give you other move-in incentives as well. A lot of parks do not do this. Some parks do this, and you don't need many parks to give you a good move-in incentive, just a couple. And they don't even have to be close by. They can be further out. I hope that made sense. Now let's head back to the video. Now, because the home is used, because it has to be moved, because it's a little bit older, because it's only a 2-bedroom, I'm not going to give him the full price that he wants. He's asking about $12,000, a little bit over, for the home, but that does include the move, which I may or may not have him actually do the move for a couple different reasons. But long story short, the mover tipped me off to this mobile home, and I want to go check it out. If mobile home movers tip you off, or if anybody tips you off, you have bird dogs out there, you have people referring you, call those people back and let them know what you thought. Don't just leave them hanging. Don't not go to the property. Don't go to the property and then not call them back. They want to see and they want to hear from you. Okay, if I call up John and give him a referral, he's going to act on it. He's going to try to buy it. He's going to try to give me money. So I think that's a good tip as well. Like when you're talking to wholesalers, when you're talking to movers, or just anyone in general, be specific on what you're looking for. Don't tell them I'm looking for anything, because when they start sending you anything and you don't act on it, that's going to be an issue, and eventually they're only going to send you so many leads. So be specific on what you are and are not looking for. That way, when someone does bring it to you, you can move on it. Now let's go ahead and go in here. All right, and this is the lot that I was talking to you about. This is the This is the mobile home lot. He said I could come right in. Ah, there it is. Okay, out of all these nicer, newer homes. What's the oldest looking home here? We're headed right for it. Ah, there it is. Look at that beauty. How funny. All right, let's check out what we're looking at here. Oh, not that one. Ah, right there. You're like, John, that one's not so bad. Let's go take a look at what we got here. All right, so this is that mobile home sales lot. Look at that big Palm Harbor flag. Palm Harbor? Palm Harbor. Say that 5 times fast. Okay. So that's not the home that we're looking at. That is a nice looking single wide. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and just from looking at the outside, clearly it's older. The skirting does not come with the mobile home. The cinder blocks do not come with the mobile home. This gentleman painted it. He is going to replace the front door, he said. Let's go in and take a look. Let's go through the, not through the window, but take a look in here. Hello? Oof, someone punched a hole through that door. Hello, realtor. Now this is actually a pretty nice first impression here. Now clearly this is used, and for the right price I'm definitely interested. But already, let's see what we can see. We can see what we can feel. Right here there's a soft spot in the floor. It's tough to tell, but there's a soft spot. Obviously right here it's easy to tell that there's a soft spot. Okay. By the way, wear sneakers when you're walking through these homes. We don't know what we're going to walk into or what we're going to find. Big bay window in front. And here's the kitchen. Appliances look like they're included. You got this old paneling on the walls. That's okay. Now, this is going to be moved into a mobile home park. And we were going to sell this one on payments. If we sold it for cash, we'd probably get maybe 10 or so thousand. Now this is interesting. The lights are off, but it's tough to see, but you can see daylight coming through right there. That's underneath the tub. And oh, and there's even more right here underneath the tub. So you can't see the tub. Let me turn on another flashlight just so you can kind of see what I'm totally looking at. All right. So that's what the bathroom looks like, and you can see underneath the tub there were those two, I can see them now, but it might be tough to see it on the video, where the light is coming through. The rest of the tub looks in really good shape. There is a, where's that to deal with? It's weird, it's kind of located just right there. I don't see any water stains coming around, so that would have to be peeled back. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do that. It's important to know just what you're looking at when you're buying a home. So the gentleman is not here, that's the mover, but I'm curious what is underneath there. Okay, so a soft spot. Okay, so that was a vent, there was some sort of, okay, so that is a hole going up to the roof. All right, I'm glad I looked in there. That is a hole going straight up to the ceiling. So before purchasing this home, I want to find out on the roof what is located right there. Am I going to have to remove part of the roof, put it back down, or just cover up some sort of vent that's right there? You have just different wiring. All right, but that's okay. That door right there in the bathroom must go to, all right. So this guy, this mover has painted the home, or he's about to paint them. The floor looks okay. That goes to the bathroom. There's a central air unit. No idea if there's a furnace. Oh wow, this is nice. So I'm walking, and as I'm walking, I'm feeling all of these soft spots. There's a soft spot. There's a soft spot right here. It's tough to tell. And where does this go? Oh wow, big closet. All right, trying to walk on all the corners. And then some roof stains, some water stains. Now the interesting with these is, here you can see where there might be a few rings. There's one in the middle, there's an outer ring, there's a third ring right here. And then this one, you can see it a little bit as well. There's that first water stain, and then it came back and it left this second water stain. So, you know, the more water will keep dripping in these spots, and it just keeps making different rings and rings and rings. Right here. That's pretty firm. But definitely want to paint that, definitely want to address to see if it's still leaking. Here's another good example of that. That's the first water ring. the second one. It leaked again. There's the third one, which means just above here, even this looks wet. It's not, but it looks wet. Okay. Hey, everyone. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Hey, everybody. So let's talk about what to wear in a mobile home when you're going to a mobile home appointment. In my opinion, you want to have the shoes on like we talked about before, closed-toed shoes, sneakers. You don't want it to be an issue. You want the park owner, you want the park manager, you want the mobile home seller, whoever you're talking to, you want them to forget about your clothing. You don't want that to be an issue. You don't want that to separate you from the, from what you're saying. You don't want that to separate you from the seller or the buyer. You want to be on a level playing field with them. What I mean is, don't wear a tuxedo. Don't wear flip-flops, because that's kind of just more for safety reasons. But don't wear a tuxedo, don't wear a tie, don't wear a business suit. Also try to stay away from political things. Try to stay away from sports things. Something that you think is cool, somebody else might get irritated by or offended by. Or if you have like tattoos or piercings visible. People make, rash, dumb decisions based on certain things. If you read the comments, people always talk about my hair, even though that doesn't mean anything, but people will judge you based on how you look. So just be casual. In fact, actually, here's my advice of where you should dress. And get a pen. So let's say that here is if you look homeless, and here is if you're going and you look like you're going to the prom. Here, right here is casual, okay? Here's business casual, okay? Try to be, if you're talking to a manager, either here to here. That's where you want to be. If you're talking to a seller, you want to be above casual, but below business casual for sure. I'm talking jeans, I'm talking wear something that's comfortable. You can wear a sweater, you can wear a button down, you can wear a polo. Pants are fine, closed-toed shoes are fine, t-shirts are fine. Be clean, don't be smelly. What you say, the words that you use, how you follow up with park managers and with sellers, what you say, how you talk to them, the fact that you want to play by the rules, you know what the rules are, you sound like a knowledgeable, helpful person. Again, take your clothes out of the equation. Like, don't try to be fancy or show up or impress people. That's my tip when it comes to clothing. So, I'm just wearing a regular t-shirt now, but it's clean. It actually says mobile homes and we buy mobile homes on the back. You can pick it up at the link below. People don't, toilets are going to be dirty, but that's okay. You can obviously fix that. And nice big tub, nice garden tub. The floors in here seem solid. Now, I haven't been able to test pipes. Haven't been able to test the electric, haven't been able to test the HVAC. The AC obviously is right here on the ground. They do have a washer and dryer, and it looks like it has a 220 outlet down at the ground. I know you didn't see that, but I just told you about it. And then let's see, the furnace. Looks like everything's intact, but it does look like everything's intact. And this must be a gas furnace. So let's go to the stove. Is it going to be a gas stove? Hey, it is a gas stove. Okay, so not only does this home, when we move it, we're going to have to move it to somewhere that takes gas, which I have a place, or if we want to remove this, we have to put in a 220 outlet for the stove, which I don't think would be an issue because we have one going back to for the dryer. So if the dryer has one, we can probably extend and move, have one put in over here. But the furnace, if the furnace works and the furnace is gas, we would have to replace the furnace, move it from a gas line to an electric line. And you got all this miscellaneous. Guess it must have gone to this thing. That must have been actually cool back in the day. You have this light bar, you have your bar, and making drinks, having a party or something. This is actually a really wide home. It's 14 feet wide and 70 feet long, which for 70 feet, that's why it feels so spacious, because normally in 2-bedroom mobile homes, you don't have a a dining room this big. I mean, this is a full-size kitchen table right in the kitchen, and you still have so much room, so much cabinet space. There's a ton of cabinet space, a ton of counter space. With this home, no, it doesn't work. If this kitchen was pushed in a little further that way, and this living room was another extended, like maybe 5 feet that way, or 8 feet, like the kitchen was pushed in, you could make a third bedroom by putting 2 non-load bearing walls, one right here and one right there, and then that would be the bedroom. You'd have to make like a little door here, and it'd be, you know, cut into the living room. But if this living room was a bigger size, we could probably do that. Okay, well, I saw what I needed to see. Let's take a look at the outside real quick. Now, sometimes when mobile homes are moved, they don't include the steps either. So you really have to account for steps, you have to account for skirting. This is a good example. When it's on a slope like this, the skirting back here, you're gonna need a lot more skirting. That's like 3.5 feet from here to the ground. And then up front, it goes to like 2.5 feet or 2 feet. Comes with, well, the wheels are probably just gonna be removed. But this is nice. Obviously it's clean underneath because this is an empty lot, but you have your water pipes. Okay. Oh, this is where the water heater is. On older model mobile homes, it's accessed through the outside. It still has a HUD label. This is pre or post 1976, so it has a HUD label just saying that this was deemed by the US government to be made to the right specs at the time. Wow, look at that. Huh, that's so funny. So the main water line supplying the whole home, and then you even have it semi-insulated with these, but that's not going to do too much. But here in Texas, you don't need a lot of insulation on your pipes, but still. Oh yeah, and then there's the, looks like the gas line. I'm not going to pay the mover what he wants for this, but I will definitely do some numbers, and I'm going to make him an offer under $5,000 for this one. Oh, it's a Schultz. So that's a name brand that is pretty good mobile home. But the name brands of mobile homes, people really don't care. Some people do, most people don't, especially when you're selling on payments. Check out these gutters. How funny. It's like we didn't want to, you know, spend the whole money for the whole gutter, just right above the window. So we got a little gutter there. We got a tiny little piece of a gutter over that window, and then one down over the door. How funny. All right. Oh, and then a bonus, something I want to mention is, hey, check out this wonderful vehicle here. Whenever I'm checking out mobile homes, this is my ride. What do you think? I don't want to look like big money when I'm driving around. Plus, this is a 4-cylinder, and I don't mind putting miles on it. But more importantly, I don't want to look like big money when I'm driving around through mobile home parks. If you're talking to mobile home sellers and you're driving around in a Cadillac, when I used to drive around in my Cadillac to go to appointments, people are going to comment. They're going to make little tiny jabs of, oh, if you can afford, you know, you can afford that car, I know you can afford this price, or you know, you big money, so you have to pay like a lot of money for the home. And you can push that off onto like, oh, it's a company car, or oh, it's got way more problems than you think, or it's a lot cheaper than you think. But if you drive around looking like big money, people are going to assume that you're big money. So you don't have to go out and get a kind of a beater car. That's not what I'm saying. But just be aware of it, and just don't, excuse me, be caught off guard if someone does bring it up. But again, that doesn't change the fact or the value of how much you can buy a home for. I just wanted to mention, since we're here, you know, that not only, you know, is it people are judging you by what you wear, and they really shouldn't. They should just forget about it. After you leave, they should just forget what you were wearing, because it's not important. What you said was more important. You helping them was more important. Just your car as well. They should forget about it. It's not important. You don't need to show off. So I hope that all helps and makes sense. We talked about a lot more stuff, and this video was a lot longer than I probably thought it was going to be. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach out to me at support@mobilehomeinvesting.net, and you can also go to mobilehomeinvesting.net. If this video was helpful, please share it, please like it, please subscribe to this channel. I hope I've earned your subscription. It's free, by the way, so feel free to subscribe, hit that bell. Again, anything else, support@mobilehomeinvesting.net or mobilehomeinvesting.net. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.